Hello, I'm Ayako Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. This time, it's this. I'll introduce you to an amazing way to eat Rakkyō. When you think of Rakkyō, pickles are the most common, but there are wonderful nutrients that you can't get from store-bought pickles. They are especially helpful for improving your gut health and boosting your immunity. So I will introduce plenty of useful information about the wonderful nutrition and benefits of Rakkyō, including effective ways to eat it, how to prepare it in advance, and storage methods. It's a seasonal vegetable with a short harvest period. So now is your chance. Please watch until the end. When you're hungry, when your stomach is empty, when you feel hungry, you all I think it will come in. This time, I'd like to introduce a way to eat it so that you can get all the fructan without any waste. Fructan is processed by the gut bacteria. Inside your stomach, it ferments and produces beneficial components called short-chain fatty acids. Short-chain fatty acids are important elements that are getting a lot of attention for gut health. They serve as an energy source for the intestines, help maintain a mildly acidic environment in the gut, and suppress the growth of harmful bacteria. Furthermore, they activate the function of immune cells and help maintain normal immune function. Moreover, they help suppress the rise in blood sugar levels and improve cholesterol levels. They also boost beneficial gut bacteria like bifidobacteria, benefits found in Rakkyō. Fructan has various effects in the intestines. It has beneficial effects and is known to help maintain good health. Another unique component of Rakkyō is allyl sulfide, which is also found in onions and garlic. It helps your blood flow more smoothly. Now, here are some healthy Rakkyō recipes. Let's eat Rakkyō, a great digestive vegetable, in the most effective way. I will share make-ahead recipes and storage tips. First, let's talk about how to prepare and store Rakkyō. Usually, when you talk about Rakkyō, it's packaged in a bag like this. But first, wash them thoroughly and trim off the thin skin and the root parts to clean them up. Rakkyō, right? Since there's also mud attached, first rinse them well several times to remove the mud around them. Since there's quite a lot of Rakkyō, I'll divide them in half and wash them carefully. I've removed the mud from the Rakkyō. There are still some thin skins left and some dirty parts like the roots. But first, we'll start from the state. Sometimes the Rakkyō are still connected like this. First, cut off the root part. Then cut the stem part that extends from the Rakkyō at an appropriate place. Remove the root part from the base. Then, trim the stem to adjust its length as you cut it. This is what it looks like after removing the stem and root. As you can see, there's still some dark skin left on it. But from here, I'll wash it carefully one more time. Rubbing it will naturally remove some thin skin. Once the surface becomes smooth like this, it's good to go. You might wonder how much you should peel, but just like with onions, you could keep peeling endlessly. So just do it roughly. Once you've cleaned off the thin skin like this, put them in a colander. If they're stuck together, separate them once. This makes it easier to peel off the thin skin and keeps the base clean. But just by soaking them in water for a bit, the thin skin will naturally come off. But if you soak them too long, the water-soluble dietary fiber, fructan, will easily leach out, so please do it quickly. Yes, just like this. I removed the roots and stems of the Rakkyō, and while soaking them in a little water, I cleaned off the thin skin. Now, they've become glossy and beautiful. If you find these steps troublesome, it's perfectly fine to use coarsely prepared Rakkyō instead. This time, instead of seeing them as pickles, think of them as vegetables. So you'll have a lot. If you put them in a vegetable storage bag and keep them in the vegetable compartment, they'll last quite a while like this. And if you want to make them last even longer, you can also freeze them for storage. It's possible to freeze them after cutting as well. You can use them in stir fries or even in simmered dishes. Now, let's make instant sweet pickled Rakkyō. The key point is that it's full of fructan, which is great for gut health. Sulfur compounds in Rakkyō and vinegar help prevent summer exhaustion and aid fatigue recovery. This time, I'd like to use cloudy vinegar, but you can use any vinegar you like. This is cloudy vinegar made from apple and persimmon mash. After brewing, it's dried and bottled. It's rich in acetic acid bacteria and organic acids, which are fermentation microbes. This vinegar is also recommended for cooking. It's very fruity and has a mild acidity, so please be sure to check the description box. Let's begin with 150 grams of Japanese scallions. Now, just chop them up roughly. I'm slicing them thick enough to stay crunchy. It's much quicker to use than whole ones, so I recommend it. Yes, just like that. Please cut the Rakkyō. You can use a bowl like this if you want, but I still recommend using a storage bag. If you put a small amount of seasoning in here and seal it, you won't have to use extra seasoning. So I recommend it. First, vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. Yes, honey, 1 tablespoon of honey. Now thoroughly dissolve the honey and vinegar together. Yes, and then add the chopped Rakkyō to this mixture and let it soak thoroughly, and it's done. Compared to using whole Rakkyō, this really saves time. If you let it soak overnight, it will be delicious and ready to eat. If you slice it thinly, it will be ready even faster. Make sure to remove all the air and seal it tightly. Since you don't use extra seasonings, it's economical, right? Once the sweet vinegar has soaked in, store it in the refrigerator in this condition. Let it marinate overnight as a guideline before eating. It will keep for about 2 weeks in this condition, so please store it in the refrigerator. Please give it a try. This is the sweet vinegar marinade after sitting overnight. The seasoning has soaked in well, making it much easier to eat. Of course, you can enjoy it just like this. You can also use this marinade. Since fructan has dissolved into it, I want you to make sure to eat it all without leaving any behind. So I'll introduce a simple arrangement recipe. This time, I've prepared some chopped wakame, but I think cucumber or anything else would be fine too. Anything is okay. Then add an appropriate amount of this sweet vinegar marinade. You can also add the marinade itself. And since I think the flavor might be a little light, I'll add just a little bit of soy sauce. Okay, and once you mix everything together, your delicious tsunamono is ready. Adding a new ingredient like Rakkyō really improves it. It adds a nice accent and tastes really good, just like this. You can use seasonal vegetables or seaweed. Combine them together and use up all the seasonings as well. Next, something that goes really well with Rakkyō is natto. This is a sticky mix of Rakkyō and natto. All you have to do is add chopped Rakkyō, cut the natto, and add salt and aged Rakkyō. The allyl sulfide helps improve hearing and blood circulation. This isn't really a recipe, it's just chopping up Rakkyō and using it as a condiment for natto. So it's really simple. It's just like chopping green onions. You can use as much as you like. Add a little soy sauce if you want, and then mix it all together, and it's done. Usually when it comes to natto, I think a lot of people add green onions or various seasonings. But I also really like Rakkyō, Also, it's a wonderful combination for your hearing and for thinning your blood, so please give it a try. Please enjoy it as a seasonal way of eating. Next, finally, I'll show you how to use Rakkyō. I'll introduce stir-fried pork with Rakkyō. Rakkyō is similar to shallots, and it's kind of like something between garlic and onions. As a vegetable, you can stir-fry it with other veggies, add it to pasta, or cook it with meat. It's a versatile vegetable for Japanese, Western, or Chinese dishes. So this time, we're combining the protein and vitamin B1 from pork with the sulfur compounds from garlic chives. Using Allison, we'll share a recipe that fights fatigue effortlessly. Now, please use as much garlic chives and pork as you like when making this. Personally, I like to use a lot of garlic chives, about the same amount as the meat, and cut them up. If you leave them whole, they'll be a bit too chunky. Cut them in half or slice into 5mm pieces. Either way works. Please cut them into pieces that are a good size and have a pleasant texture. Since we'll cook them, cutting them into large pieces reduces spiciness and makes them easier to eat. I've cut them into rather chunky pieces, like this. But yes, now let's start stir-frying. Set the frying pan over medium heat. This time, I want to stir-fry with sesame oil. Please use your preferred oil. First, I'll start by stir-frying the pork. I'll stir-fry the pork. And that's it. It's done. This is miso stir-fried eggplant and pork. You can prepare it in advance. You can refrigerate it for up to 3 days. We can't help. I've introduced the nutrition of Rakkyō and various ways to eat it. But first, I'd like to tell you about the taste of simple sweet pickled Rakkyō. Please excuse me for standing. It's very refreshing. Its light flavor should pair well with grilled fish, meat, or almost anything. It's also great as a palate cleanser. I turned that sweet vinegar marinade into a Nakani-style vinegar dish. The Rakkyō's spiciness adds a nice accent. This time I used wakame, but any vegetable that pairs well with vinegar, like cucumber, would work. This is also a recipe that doesn't waste the pickling liquid, so please give it a try. Now, let's move on to natto. Unlike green onions, this crunchy texture adds a really nice accent. Well, anyway, this combination of Rakkyō and natto is extremely healthy, so I think it's a dish that's perfect for this season. Yes, and finally, stir-fried pork and Rakkyō with miso. Yeah, pairing it with pork is just a classic combination. Rakkyō has a unique flavor, different from onion or garlic. You can really enjoy its special taste. It also pairs well with bell peppers or garlic chives. Please try combining it with other vegetables and enjoy. This time, it's not just pickles. I've introduced various ways to eat Rakkyō and its wonderful nutritional benefits. I don't think many people see it as a versatile vegetable. However, Rakkyō is really only in season for a short time, so now is your chance to get it. If you see it, be sure to pick some up. Rakkyō is also featured in this video, where I introduced some recipes. Please check it out together with this one. Thanks for watching till the end. Well then, let's meet again in another video. See you!